I'm Kristin DePola, and 10 years ago, my life changed dramatically. My father was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, and then 6 months later, he died. We used to go on date night once a month. I remember just feeling like a princess because I was with my daddy, and we had so much fun just eating and playing together, and it was great. I just always felt just so incredibly loved. The day that my dad passed away, I remember waking up because I had just had a dream. I remember seeing my dad, and somebody was cradling him, kind of like a baby, but it was just kind of like this bright white light, which I assumed it was God. We went to the funeral, and I just started crying. I was like, God, please, I will do anything. I will do anything. I'll be, the best little girl that I can be. I'll do my homework, all the promises that I promised you from before. I'll do them. I promise, God, just please bring it back. Please don't do this to me. That's when I was just like, it's never gonna be the same. And that's when I realized that I needed God more than ever, but I hated him more than ever at the same time because it was God's fault. That's when all the bitterness set in. And I was like, you know what? I want my dad. No one else is gonna make my life better. So I hate God, I hate my mom, I hate everyone. Right after I graduated high school, I found out that the guy that my mom had been dating for the past 4 years, I found out they were gonna get married. And so basically I was gonna go off to college, and his son is gonna move in. In my mind, I heard, I'm getting married, they're moving in because you're moving out. I don't want you. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh, God hates me again, and I don't like him very much either. And then this guy starts pursuing me, and he's like, I love you. It was, when we first started being sexually active, the very first encounter was forced on me. I definitely invited it, and then I freaked out and was like, I don't want to do this. By this time, I had had everything stripped from me. My family, my purity, God, everything. I had nothing but this guy. I would do whatever it was that I had to do. It was a very short time between when I found out that I was pregnant and I realized that I was done with the relationship. I gave the baby up for adoption. I gave it to the family. Several months afterwards, I went to a prayer meeting at my aunt's house, and at this meeting, I just knew that I was absolutely desperate for God, and I didn't have any idea how to find him. Some of the women came and started praying over me, and it just hit my spirit, and I just started breaking down, and God just began to literally erupt everything that had happened in my life. It was absolutely life-changing, not necessarily because of anything anyone said, but because of how much I felt God. And I hadn't felt God in years. And God was just so amazing in completely, really, really healing me. He went from being so unattainable to being right beside me. And I went from feeling like I was dying to having so much life to give, and not understanding why, but knowing that God rescued me.